welcome to another video. Welcome back to another grounded video, and this one talking about new public test and the new update coming to grounded. Before we go any further, if you guys do go on to enjoy, make sure that you like, follow, share, subscribe, right into the vibes, hit that bell to get notified anytime anything epic happens. I'm Epic, and let's get into it. So, as I was saying, in the beginning, we have the new grounded update pretty much on the horizon. I am very, very late to this. The playtest came out about a week ago, so the update is probably going to be out tomorrow or the next day. Like for the actual game, the playtest is just available for those that want to get in on the insider program and help test out the features. But right now, here we go. Oh no, my barbecue fell over and opened up public playtest 12.0. This is all in preparation for their 1.0 drop. So we got the 10 new creatures, new craftable items, new building property, customization system, brand new Peep R feature. When they actually drop, they had a Twitch stream that they were talking about a bunch of this new stuff, but they don't actually have a video showcasing it yet, or else I would show the video. I do have the patch notes right here for the actual playtest, and all this stuff is what's going to make it into the actual game. But they don't actually have a video I can show you guys yet. It's just actually this talking about the playtest and the patch notes. So we're just going to go through all this, and yeah. So this is just short and sweet, telling us that it tipped over and opened up another area to the backyard. I guess we'll join it for the release. Note, the new areas are still in active development. We encourage everyone to build in these areas for feedback and testing purposes, but please keep in mind that the terrain and the objects in these areas might shift or move before the official 0.12 release. Please also keep in mind that as we continue to add new items to the game during this testing period, there is always a chance that anything you build in the test may not work as expected when moving from the test to the live build. Thank you. The test is optional, but we always appreciate the extra help. Please keep in mind that this game is still in the early development phase, and there is always a risk when testing out new features. Any progress you make on the test server may or may not carry over, so please keep this in mind when you join. We love having you all to help us and appreciate it greatly. After joining the server, they go on to talk about their Discord server and all that, yada yada yada. So yeah, if you guys want to help them out, test Grounded, and if you guys like Grounded, this is the chance. On Xbox, I know it's the insider program, you're able to join it early. I don't take part in these because when the update comes out, I like to experience it like fresh, so I let everybody else just play test it. I could get it in the play test and make videos for you all, but I'm not that big on Grounded yet. Like, I don't have a large following for Grounded, so the further we go, the more I can do, definitely. But I definitely just enjoy covering it and things that come to it for now. All right, here it is, the patch notes. So we have this is just basically bit my tongue. This is all basically just talking about what we just talked about. There is always a chance that anything you build may not work as expected. So the first expansion into the upper yard. This all takes place up by the shed. I will show you all. They don't have a video, like a decent video. I'll jump into a grounded game and I'll show you all the areas that they're going to be adding. And then when the update actually comes out, we can use this video and that video as a comparison to how much they actually changed. Like, I've seen the grounded dev stream, and the amount of stuff that they actually changed in that is pretty bonkers. So yeah, I will show you guys that in the grounded pre-update game right after we go through all this, and you guys can see all the area that they're going to be updating, and then we can just be hyped for the update. We have the barbecue spill. So to put this into aspect, to be honest, I might even put each grounded clip right where they are, like right after I talk about them. So for instance, barbecue spill, get ready for the sizzling hot area as you prepare to journey through the ashy wastelands of the barbecue spill. So if you're at the sandbox and you're looking at the picnic table, this is going to be right on the other side of the picnic table, right on like the cliff area where the rocks go up on the path to the shed. This is what you're going to run into first if you're running up the left side. Shed surroundings filled with plenty of items to explore and new creatures to encounter. We know you'll find plenty to do in this exciting new area. So around the shed, the step, all that stuff, there's a bunch of ravines and like cracks that go actually underground in that area. So there's a bunch of like ravines and a bunch of dangerous stuff over there. So it's definitely pretty sick. I'll try to add that in here. Right now in the current update of the game, they don't have all the terrain molded, so it'll kind of be hard to imagine what it's going to be. But if you guys haven't already checked out the Grounded dev stream and all this stuff that they actually showed off live with this update, or if you haven't tested out the public test for yourself, you definitely check it out. But yeah, like it's crazy how much they're actually doing with this area, and I know that it's not even final. Like, they can still do so much more. Like, they're still reworking things right now as the playtest is going on, so it's absolutely exciting. You have the woodpile, traverse into the depths of the woodpile, but beware, because as you lumber deep down the halls, you will quickly realize you are not alone. This is the termite dungeon. This is super sick. There's no way for me to show you this right now. I can show you where it's at, but again, just check out the Grounded dev stream if you guys want to see the actual like video of it, because it's kind of cool. It's kind of like a dungeon experience in a way. You're gonna go down there. It's gonna be a bunch of like new parts and stuff for you to pick up, like termite parts, and you build all your new gear, and yeah, new tools, new everything. It's gonna be sick. 10 new additional bugs. We get the termite, we get the soldier termite, the ladybug larva, the ladybird, the black ox beetle, the roly-poly, not sickly. So before we had the actual roly-poly that was sickly, not anymore. Not sickly. He's going to be stronger now, more of a challenge. The green shield bug, this is the secret boss. He's going to be underneath the shed step, I believe. I was watching a YouTuber cover this in the playtest. I believe this is going to be under the shed step, so that'll be pretty cool. Dust mites are going to be new around the shed as well. The scarab are going to be, they actually have a video of this on their Twitter. Let me see if I can find this. All right, this is the scarab right here. This thing right here running around, this is the scarab. This is going to be one of the new active ingredients to upgrade your weapons. You are going to need a shiny shell, and then you're going to need the candy globs like we had before in the furnaces. You're going to need to mix them together to now upgrade your weapons. So they're making upgrading weapons even harder. But yeah, just going through, this is like a picture of the termite entrance. That's kind of scary. This is just their Twitter. These were the custom games modes and settings that they have. My brain was kind of giving up on me there for a second. I could not think about what I was saying. This is the new Peep R mode. You can like kind of look with your hands. It's kind of sick. Let's see. New 3 kind of mites, of course. Is that it? Let's see. Yeah, that's it. It's wolf spider. But yeah, so that is the scarab. That little bug is the scarab. In fact, the wolf spider. So 10 new bugs to this update. A lot going on here. New crafting content. Termite axe tier 3, awesome. Black ox hammer tier 3, awesome. Termite chest armor. Note that they don't say anything else about termite armor. So the termite chest armor is probably going to be a one-off, like the broodmother armor. The broodmother armor only has a helmet, so this is probably going to be like a one-off tier 3 piece of chest armor. So now we'll have like the broodmother helmet to wear, then we'll have the termite chest armor, and then when they drop something for the legs, we'll have like the official set of like the dungeon gear. Broodmother was a dungeon, technically, in a way. There wasn't much to it. The termite chest armor, which you'll need to kind of venture down into the actual termite dungeon to get more termite parts to get that, like, to actually make the armor. So that's like a dungeon piece. And then whatever the legs are, the legs could be whatever they could be, and I think maybe something like made from like centipede legs or whatever. Maybe it'd be like automatically like increase move speed. I don't know. Like, I have a bunch of ideas. Like, Grounded makes my head just like zoom in. Just absolutely zoomer boy. But yeah, talking about dungeon armor, that's pretty sick. I kind of mess with it. But I guess we'll see. Maybe they'll add more termite armor in the future. But from what I'm understanding now, this is like a dungeon piece of armor that you're gonna kind of want to get. Splinter arrows, tier 3. These you'll be able to make with the new tier 3 axe. You'll be able to harvest wood splinters on the wood pile. And then with the wood, I guess you'll be able to make splinter arrows. I didn't know about these, so that's actually huge. The new secret weapon. I do know what this is. I do not know how to get it, so I do not want to speak on it. But it is a katana. It's a spicy katana. So when I find out more about it, I can definitely make a video for y'all on how to get it and everything else. I think that'd be pretty sick. New set of building floors, burrweed. So now, I don't know if you guys ever realized the weeds that have like little spiky, like little spiky balls on top of them. When you cut them down, you're supposed to get those little balls are supposed to drop. And if you get them balls, you're supposed to be able to make building floors now. So that's super sick now that they're not just there for no reason. Now when we cut them down, we're going to be able to get the burrweed material, and it'll be sick. 2 new meals, 1 available now and 1 to follow in an update. Awesome, man. New features, resource survey stations. Field stations now have survey stations that can be operated to search for resources in the yard. After flipping the switch in the hedge, I can't unhighlight. After flipping the switch in the hedge lab, the surveyor system across the yard will become powered. So after you do the hedge lab, flip that switch, bam. Surveyors have found at field stations. They can analyze the resources and they can survey for them. Every time you find a field station, it's going to further your distance that you can actually see. You can place a waypoint for your teammates to go get that material, and you can survey for anything that you've analyzed. So, for instance, this is like the most extreme explanation. If there's an ant hill in your survey station range, which there is a survey station within an ant hill range, you can actually use the survey station within the field station, and you can scan for ant eggs. And you can ping the ant eggs before you even go into the anthill, and you can go straight to the ant eggs and get the ant eggs. And you can do that with any material that you've analyzed. So I think that's going to be huge for farming and huge for material gathering. When you're really looking for some and you want to like farm a bunch of it real quick, it's going to be huge. The more field stations you have, the better, because every field station has a survey station, and every survey station you have increases your area in large radiuses. They showed this on the stream, so if you haven't already checked this out, go to their stream and check this out. It's pretty cool. Or of course, just wait a couple days. The update will be out. The update will probably be out by the time this video is up. Maybe I'm dropping this video for no reason. I like to talk about grounded, so oh well. Custom game options are now a new way to fully customize your yard experience. I showed you guys on this on their Twitter. Let's see if I can re-find it here. Right here, custom game settings. So super cool on that. For all of them though, we have difficulty, all recipes unlocked and free, bug spawn, bugs ignore players, building integrity, which means if you don't have your building supported, it will fall. Quests, player damage, friendly fire, pet invincibility, hunger, thirst drain, stamina drain, equipment durability, food spoiling, menus pause, and backpack items on death. So yeah, just a bunch of game settings that you and your friends can mess around with to make the game either more challenging or more easy, whatever you prefer. Peep arm mode, this is the mode with the hands that I was showing off right here. You'll be able to zoom in and put down some waypoints. It's cool. Building customization, there's new ways. There's a new menu to the selection of buildings. So now bounce webs can be adjusted for angle and power. So you can like build a whole track of bounce webs that bounce you like all around. Like you could potentially build a train with these things. Firefly hanging lantern. All the lights can be turned on and off and adjusted for strength and color. This is the one that I'm most excited for because the firefly hanging lantern can be turned red. So I think that'll be really cool for like lighting and like red and everything like that. Cause you know, red, like look at my face cam, like my color's red. That's my color, man. I like red. So that's super cool that the firefly hanging lanterns are now green and red. Freaking sick. Even for Christmas, you can do something for Christmas with them lights. It's awesome. Armor dummies can be posed with any of the poses usable in the photo mode. That's cool. So if you want your armor dummies to be posing around the yard, or maybe give them a little bit more life in your base, maybe like build like a social scene with your armor dummies, you can make them pose and stuff like that, and like get some cool photos. Improved data page. The data tab in your scab menu has been improved to better organize and show you new information. Items and information will be categorized from what it came from. This is basically just the OS. They cleaned it all up. They made it so it's not all over the place no more. Status effects are now displayed on with tooltips on the backpack and status screens. Active status effects will now also show up underneath your health bar. So right underneath the health bar, you'll see everything that's going on with you. If you're poisoned, if you're whatever, you'll see it all. Like before even opening your backpack, you'll see it right underneath your health bar. It's super cool. Of course, new languages, craft many. You'll now be able to craft 5 things at a time. You can copy anything that you've placed. So if you place downstairs, you don't have to open your menu to place downstairs again. You just copy the stairs that you've already placed. Hot deposit, if you have anything in your inventory that you have in a chest, you can immediately deposit the item into the chest without even opening the chest. Just hot deposit, and anything you have in your inventory will go. Achievements are adding new achievements. Let's see, if players die with a bow equipped, the equipped ammo type will carry over when respawning. You can now rest at any time of the day. This one's a big one too. You will rest for 8 hours, and you will not be able to rest again until you have been awake long enough to rest again. So you can now pick your own sleep schedule in Grounded. So if you want to be up during the night for some reason, get some early sleep, wake up, and then bada bing, bada boom, you're up for the whole night, and then you gotta wait again. So don't f up your sleep schedule. Added level camera on sprint option. Okay. Mutations, Blade Master no longer repairs the durability of swords. That sounds broken. I didn't even know that was a thing. Now reduces the stamina cost of the next several attacks when proceeded. Javelin no longer slows enemies. Now reduces enemy damage resist when proceeded. Okay. Let's see here. Added wide interaction option, which allows the player to interact with objects without looking directly at them. What? Several interfaces have had narration support. Okay. Read to me speed. Okay. This is just kind of accessibility options. If you guys want to read them, you can. Weapons now deal progressively more damage with each hit in a combo sequence. The first attack does the least. Combo finishers deal the most amount of damage. Overall DPS of a full combo is the same. Specifically, instead of a 3-hit combo doing 100, 100, 100, now it'll do 50, 100, 150. So overall, you're doing 300 still. It doesn't matter with the change or not. It pays more to do the actual combo. So, yeah, there's that. They're giving hammers a 3-hit combo to utilize the combo system changes. Nice. All weapons have had a damage curve pass to make sure they're in line with each other. They're nerfing a lot of the weapons. So, a lot of our favorite weapons that we were using to obliterate bugs with like 1 to 2 hits. Yeah, no, not anymore. They're making the game harder. Shields no longer will slow you down when blocking, which is big. I'll give it to, yeah, that was huge. Moving slow was kind of buns. I didn't like that. Reduce the movement penalty for moving backwards. Sweet. Crow arrows now apply a bleed. What? Sick, dude. Building health, if you guys want to read this stuff. Weapon upgrades can now be upgraded to 9. They require new upgrade material. They now require additional resources to repair. Damage and durability increase per level has been reduced across the board, so they're not going to be as much anymore. Damage and durability buffs are going to be lower. Before, we had our weapons and stuff at like 55% durability and like 55% damage. They're probably going to be down to like 40, 45 to compensate for all these new changes. And then we're going to have to bring it up from there. So, yeah, if your weapon's already maxed, you are going to lose a little bit of damage on it. So, there's that. Base doors now properly save and load which direction the door was open. Okay, cool. Curved door is now only open in the outward direction. Thank God. I can't tell you how many times I ran into my curved door and it's opened on me. I cannot tell you how many times that shit's happened. Thank Lord Jesus they did this. Updated Smoothie Mixer. Smoothie Mixer art. It's actually really cool. They updated how the Smoothie Mixer looks. It's sick. It's pretty cool. Everything is kind of categorized now in the building menu. So when you're going through things, floors will be with floors, walls will be with walls. Everything is much more neat now. Spinning wheel and grinder now use the same UI as the oven. So when you're going through, you'll be able to see your recipes, and the wheel and the grinder will also pull from actual nearby storages. So if you have like rope in a chest and your spinner is right there, you can make the rope and the spinner without even grabbing the rope out of the chest. The webs out of the chest. So it's actually big, or whatever, like the plant fiber, whatever you're making rope out of, you can literally make it without even grabbing them. So super sick that it uses the oven UI. Big feature there. You can grind grass planks and weed logs, the plant fiber. Let's see. Improved CPU performance for hosts of multiplayer games, improved frame rate and host experience for connected clients, which is big for optimization because I have a huge world and my game lags sometimes for people that join, so that's huge. Grass blades drop planks with only a 20% drop rate when destroyed by explosives. Big because you can explode things and get so much grass, so much. They break immediately when destroyed by explosives. Okay. Sickly roly-polies no longer drop sickly parts. So there is still sickly roly-polies, but they will drop roly-poly parts. So if you have sickly roly-poly parts, keep them. If you have sickly roly-poly armor, keep them too, because you're not part of the club that has them. Anybody new will no longer be able to get sickly armor. So I guess that's kind of cool. Although they don't do anything now, but still. Oh well. Using the dandelion tuft no longer requires stamina, which is big because I remember jumping off of things and not knowing why my dandelion tuft didn't pull. It's because it required stamina. So every time you made that jump and you're like, I had a dandelion tuft, why didn't it pull? Oh yeah, you had it, but you were out of stamina when you made the jump. So yeah, there's that. Crusty roly-poly armor no longer craftable. That's like just what I was just saying. Complete crusty set can be found hidden around the yard instead. So just like the actual bee armor, you can find it around the yard. So guess ignore what I just said about not being able to get it anymore. I guess you really still can get it. Antlion armor now considered medium armor. So it was light, now it's medium. Okay. Major fixes. You guys can read these major fixes and pause as we go down through it. I will read any that kind of catch my eye and go through them. Let's see here. There is pretty much just a lot of general changes. Clients will now say the pet inventory prompt on their pet after rejoining a game in progress. Pet memorials will no longer forget the pet's name after being demolished. Oh, that's sad. That's sad. Remember imagine all the pets that lost their names on their memorials. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Omnic practical technologies. So again, that's like the soon to come story stuff. Yeah. So I do believe that pretty much covers everything. So if you guys did enjoy this, and if you guys would like to see more grounded, I can't speak today. As I'm recording this video, they made several more changes to the patch notes, so that just shows us how big this is really going to be. If you guys would like to see more grounded coverage, make sure that you like, follow, share, subscribe. You already know the vibes. Hit that bell to get notified anytime anything epic happens. I'm Epic. Check out one of these other videos popping up. Check out the links in the description. And I will catch you all in my next whatever I make, whenever I make it. See you then.